fast. Join the show that keeps you one step ahead. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It's 8:08. Welcome to hour number 3 of Jersey Central. On the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It's Bert. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Our contest is coming up a little later this hour. Your chance to win a family 4-pack of lift tickets to Shawnee Mountain in the Poconos. Getting the running for the grand prize, too. That 2-night getaway to Smuggler's Notch, Vermont. Your chance to win is coming up. Well, you know what happens when you're setting up the lights on the tree, right? And you get everything all laid out just perfectly, and all of a sudden there's a problem, right? Well, my guest on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline is here to talk about some advice about avoiding these frustrating decorating pitfalls and some things to kind of keep the lights nice and bright throughout the entire season. He's John DeCosmo with the Ulta Lit Tree Company, and he's here with some facts and some information. John, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good talking to you. And it's different levels of frustration, I think, for different people. Someone who maybe does a little bit of decorating with lights and whatnot maybe might not run into the same problems who's someone who feels that, you know, every square inch of the house in the yard needs to be illuminated throughout the entire holiday season. And I'm sure with you, your company, you've probably seen all various degrees of this. And your company and your product there called LightKeeper Pro. Is there a way to measure light strands? How do you determine what's the appropriate amount of lighting for a particular area of space?
Okay, so that's a good place to start. You would measure the roof line or the intended area and make sure that you have enough lights. Most importantly, working from your power source. Too many times we've seen and heard of people that get done, they get to the peak of the roof, and they have the male end of the plug at the top, and of course that's just not going to work for what you want to accomplish.
Boy, that's a helpless feeling when that happens. Don't you hate to see that there, right? Right. The difference between lights, and it seems like the LED bulbs have gotten a lot of popularity recently, John. What are the differences between LED and the good old-fashioned incandescent bulbs? Are you better off going with the LEDs, or what's the story there?
Well, this is clearly personal preference. To the complement of LEDs, Christmas lighting has never been better. What can be accomplished at affordable prices now is brilliant. I've seen people take the same light set for Halloween and November and go maybe orange, purple, and flip a switch to have red, green, or clear whatever your choice is, out of the same light set. Never could do that with incandescent. Incandescent is more affordable, and I like your words, old-fashioned, traditional.
How about in terms of energy efficiency, John? Is one better than the other?
It's clear. A pre-lit tree that utilizes approximately 1,000 lights, if it's lit incandescent in an average year of consumption, let's call 4 hours a night average, that tree will cost you approximately $10 to illuminate for the season. The same tree in LED would be just over $1 in energy consumption.
Wow. That's a tenth of the cost. That is a big difference. You're right. You're right about that.
Bert, if I could give a key tip within the tree and incandescent conversation.
Yeah, go right ahead.
The single best thing I can tell your listeners is no matter which tree you have, if you see a burned out bulb, it is in your best interest to replace that as you see it, because when we don't, there's extra voltage going on the remaining bulbs, and they're not designed for this. 4 burned out bulbs on a 50 light set will increase the demise of that set by 67%.
That's significant, too. Yeah, you got to take action there.
Yes.
Absolutely. Differences between outdoor and indoor lighting? Does it matter if I'm using indoor outside or outside indoor, John? Any differences there?
I think if anybody from UL is listening, I'm supposed to say yes. But more important, and our product is UL certified, but on a more realistic basis, the differences are so similar. I know for a fact that every year, if outdoor light sets are sold out, we watch people safely take indoor light sets and put them outside, and there's no real issue there.
Gotcha.
Whatsoever.
Okay, yeah. And the best way to inspect these strands, is it more than just plugging them in and see what works and what doesn't work, or is there like a real inspection process that the lights need to go through?
the credit of the makers, the insulation today and for some 18 years now is very robust. So the idea of fraying or danger within the insulation is not there. But what the inspection, you want to check extension cords, anything that has been highly weathered. Yes, you want to inspect the three most important words that we use here when decorating is safety, safety, safety. If, for example, you're going to overload a circuit or just extend your body too far on a ladder, this ain't worth it. You know what I mean? Let's not go over there. But the number one thing that the inspection normally accomplishes is let's not try to hang light sets that don't work. It's actually in your best interest to keep the set plugged in on a series light set. If you're holding it and you see a blinking, you might have an area to address there. And you must know what our tool is to fix these, I imagine.
Yeah, exactly. John, talk about your company, Lit Tree Company, and what is LightKeeper Pro all about? Talk about those.
Okay, so I started this company 22 years ago, January, as a pre-lit tree company at a time in the United States when there were only two of us. We brought those to the market, and fast forward to 1999, my best year, my worst year, all trees were burning out prematurely. At the 200-hour mark, it all started. Necessity is the mother of invention. We rather immediately, within 12 months, were able to come up with this product and brought it to market in its first form in '02. Fast forward in '04, we bring out a LightKeeper Pro. The basic premise of the LightKeeper Pro is to remove one bulb from any non-functioning light set. Insert the product, pull the trigger. Most will come on before your eyes. And if you fast forward to this month, we just sold the 5 millionth unit.
Wow.
I'm very proud of that.
Wow.
You figure about a $20 retail. There's still some retailers with some inventory, and there's still some online inventory around. And Fortunoff, and I'm sure your listeners know Fortunoff.
Oh, sure.
One of my better merchants. We're together since day one.
Wow.
Love it.
Awesome. That addresses a serious problem because a lot of times a light bulb doesn't work. You just throw the whole thing away and go buy some new ones. But you're a pioneer, John. This is quite a thing you're onto here.
Well, thank you very much. We're proud. The accolades are tremendous. It helped propel my company 3 years in a row into the Inc. 5000.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and the accolades are deserved. Where could someone go to get more information?
Thank you. So our website, LightKeeper Pro, and it's Light, L-I-G-H-T, KeeperPro.com, and you'll see that and a couple other products we make. There's a tool to fix LED light sets, and there's a tool, and there's a new scent keeper on the market we're very proud of. But that's the best resource for your listeners.
All right, we'll check it out. John DeCosmo, CEO of Lit Tree Company. If this was Motel 6, I'd say I'd leave the light on for you, but I think you've got this already under control, John. So thank you for the time.
Bert, thank you. I really enjoyed this.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you. All right, John DeCosmo there.